Making the wrong moves in your 20s can easily set your life back a decade. Most people don't fail because they aren't working hard enough. They fail because they're making dumb financial decisions without realizing it. Today, we're breaking down the top 10 worst mistakes you can make right now, and more importantly, how to avoid them so you don't wake up at 30 years old completely broke. Look, let's be completely real with each other for a second. Your 20s are literally the most high leverage decade of your entire life. The decisions you make right now compound. If you make smart moves, your 30s and 40s become exponentially easier. But if you fall into the exact same traps that everyone else falls into, you're going to wake up at 30, staring at your bank account, wondering where all your time and money went. Today, we're going over the 10 absolute worst decisions you can make in your 20s. There's no textbook, there's no fluff, no boring lectures, just the cold, honest truth. Let's jump right into number one. Number one is financing a brand new car just to flex a lifestyle you haven't actually built yet. This is easily the most common financial death sentence for young people. You get your first real paycheck, you walk into the dealership lot, and you sign a 60 or 72 month loan on a $35,000 car. Now you're locked into a $600 monthly payment plus another $250 for full coverage insurance. That's nearly $900 a month walking out your door before you even buy groceries or even pay rent. You gotta remember that cars are depreciating liabilities. The second you drive it off the lot, it loses value. Drive a reliable, paid-off car for as long as humanly possible and use that $900 a month to buy assets that actually appreciate. Number two is carrying a balance on your credit cards. Now, don't get me wrong, credit cards are incredible tools if you use them like debit cards. And that means paying off the statement balance in full every single month to collect rewards and build your credit score. But the moment you start leaving a balance on that card, you are getting destroyed by 22 to 29% interest rates. If you carry a $5,000 balance at 25% APR and only make minimum payments, you will end up paying thousands of dollars in interest alone over several years. You mathematically cannot out-invest a 25% negative return. Treat credit card debt like a fire in your house. Extinguish it immediately before you do anything else. Number three is treating your W-2 job like a religion or expecting it to make you wealthy. A standard job is meant to provide baseline security and active cash flow. It is not meant to be your long-term wealth engine. W-2 income is the most heavily taxed income stream in existence, and your earning potential is capped by the number of hours you can physically sit at a desk. Stop waiting around for a 3% annual merit raise to save your life when real-world inflation is eating up 5% of your purchasing power. Use your job as a capital printer to cover your survival floor and use your free time to build assets and income streams outside of work. Number four is lifestyle creep. The second people start making a little bit more money, whether it's a promotion, a job hop, or a side hustle, they immediately upgrade their life. They move on to a pricier apartment, start eating at nicer restaurants, and buy designer clothes. When your expenses rise at the exact same rate as your income, your net margin never expands. You stay on the exact same hamster wheel, just with shinier stuff around you. When your income goes up, keep your living expenses flat. Take every single dollar from that raise and funnel it directly into investments. That is how you build real gap money. Number five is spending money just to look rich for people you don't even like. We live in an era where social media incentivizes everyone to look like they're living a luxury lifestyle at 23. You see people posting trips to Bali, driving rented sports cars, and wearing head-to-toe designer clothes. What you don't see is their maxed out credit cards and $0 savings accounts. Fake wealth is exhausting to maintain. Nobody actually cares what brand of shirt you're wearing or what car you just pulled up in. Focus on building real, invisible, quiet wealth behind the scenes instead of trying to look rich for an audience on Instagram. Number six is leaving your extra cash sitting in a traditional checkings or savings accounts, earning 0.01% interest. Traditional banks pay you practically nothing to hold your money, while they turn around and lend it out at 7 or 8%. If you have your emergencies fund sitting in an account earning nothing, inflation is actively eroding your purchasing power every single year. Move your baseline emergency cushion into a high yield savings account paying 4 to 5% APY. Or put long-term cash straight into index funds. Make sure every dollar you hold is earning something. Number seven is trying to shortcut the process by gambling on speculative junk. Whether it's random meme coins, high-risk options trading, or micro-cap penny stocks promising fake 20% weekly returns, young people lose millions every year trying to get rich overnight. Real wealth creation is boring, repetitive, and mathematical. It's about consistently buying the broad market index funds like the S&P 500 ETFs and high-quality assets month after month, year after year. When you try to skip the process, you usually end up resetting your progress back to square one. Number 8 is completely burning yourself out and destroying your healthy relationships in the name of the hustle. Working hard in your 20s is mandatory, but grinding 100 hours a week while sleeping 4 hours a night, eating garbage food, and ignoring your closest friends and family is not a flex. It's a fast track to physical and mental breakdown. If you compromise your health to make money, you eventually end up spending all your money trying to buy back your health. Eat real food, lift weights, get good sleep, and keep a solid inner circle around you while you build. Number 9 is waiting until you have more money before you start investing. People tell themselves, once I make $80,000 a year, then I'll start putting money into the stock market. And that's a complete trap. The most powerful force in finance isn't the amount of money you invest, it's compound time. Investing $100 a month starting at age 20 is worth dramatically more at retirement than investing $500 a month starting at age 35, purely because of time in the market. Even if it's only $20 or $50 a pay period, build the muscle of investing right now. And number 10, the ultimate mistake is relying on a single income stream and never developing asymmetrical skills outside of your 9 to 5. In today's economy, depending on one boss for 100% of your financial survival is a high risk. You have zero leverage. Spend 5 to 10 hours a week learning a high margin digital skill like video editing, copywriting, media production, or building an audience online. When you combine a steady 9 to 5 covering your bills with a side skill feeding your investment machine, you take total control over your financial timeline. At the end of the day, winning in your 20s isn't about being a genius. It's about avoiding the massive obvious traps that keep everyone else broke while consistently executing simple financial math. Keep your overhead low, kill bad debt, automate your investments, and build real leverage. If you want custom help mapping out your actual numbers, building an asset strategy, and getting a clear plan tailored to your exact situation, click the link in the description to apply for my one-on-one program. We'll look straight at your numbers and build a custom blueprint. Drop a comment down below letting me know which of these mistakes you've seen people make the most. Subscribe for real math-backed truth, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.